Hi there, I'm Ahur, and this is new video about space robots. Yeah, and who hears this music? Subscribe and press button like. Hmm, Let's start. Space robots. Yeah, robots in space. In 2012, a space robot landed on Mars. Success! Scientists around the world want to know more about Mars, but going there is a dangerous job. A rover like Curiosity is just the robot for the job. For more than 4 years, this robot has been cruising around Mars. It drills into rocks with its robotic arms. It studies the dust. Then it tells people on Earth what the rocks are made of. Mars rover Curiosity is like a moving science lab. Rosetta dropped Philae to the comet's surface in 2014. Rosetta kept flying. What did we learn from the Rosetta? Before Curiosity, the scientists sent many robots into space. Single sending people on a 10-year trip to land on a speeding comet. No thanks. Instead, Rosetta launched in 2004. On its trip, it studied other comets and planets. In 2014, it met up with the comet. One part of the robot landed on the speeding rock. Rosetta continued to circle in space. They sent pictures, information to Earth. Once it sent photos to Earth, we could see the size and shape of the comet. We also learned about the frozen gases on the comet. Going to space. Before robots could go to space, we needed a vehicle to take them there. We needed rockets. In the 1940s, people built rockets that flew into outer space. Liftoff. In 1957, a Soviet R-7 rocket launched the first satellite. Sputnik circled Earth every 100 minutes. It was not a robot, but it started a space race. Who could get to space next? Soon, many people and robots blasted into space. Did the Soviets invent rockets? An artist's drawing shows what Sputnik might have looked like as it circled Earth. No, in AD 1200, Mongols packed bamboo tubes with gunpowder. A soldier lit it on fire. The flaming arrow shot itself to the enemy. Mariner 2nd, the first robotic spacecraft. It sent information about Venus to Earth. What makes a robot? Mariner 2nd was the first robot in space. NASA sent it soaring past Venus in 1962. It studied particles from the sun. It looked at space dust. It studies Venus clouds and surface. Mariner 2nd could do work by itself. It had a computer to tell it what to do. The computer weighed 11 and 5 pounds. It's 5 kilos and 200 grams. Today's laptops weigh half that. Robots can sense, plan, and act. Sensors gather data. Computers make decisions. They can make mechanical parts move. In 1969, people landed on the moon. Nothing lived there. Could there be life on Mars? NASA needed to find out. 2 Viking spacecraft blasted off in 1976. Each Viking had 2 parts. The orbiter circled Mars. Meanwhile, the lander fell away. Its rockets fired and it flew toward Mars. Parachutes slowed it down. Computers controlled the landing. Touchdown! People call Mars the Red Planet. And because space robots have learned about the red dust on Mars. Not yet, scientists need to create new spaceships. They need to learn the best way for people to live there for many months. Space robots at work. Scientists study space in many ways. Probes are sent to faraway planets. Rovers have cruised on the moon. These machines need power to run, but they don't use normal batteries. Some rovers, like U2, used solar power to work on the moon. Solar panels collect the sun's rays. They turn the sunlight into power. U2 explored the moon's surface from 2013 to 2016, powered by solar panels. Today's space robots make many decisions on their own. In 2003, NASA sent the rover Spirit to Mars. It drove around taking photos. It looked at soil. At night, Spirit sent photos to Earth. In the morning, scientists looked at them. They planned the rover's next job. They instructed the rover to go to a new place. Spirit decided the best way to get there. Off it went. Giant dishes on Earth send and receive information from space, robots, and other spacecrafts. About 20 minutes. This is how long commands from Earth take too. Space missions can be slow. The Dragon takes supplies to astronauts at the space station. What if something goes wrong while the Dragon tries to connect to the ISS? Some space robots fly. These spacecrafts are drones. They have no pilot inside. The Dragon takes supplies to the International Space Station. It's ISS. Computers drive the craft. Radar tells the drone where it is and how fast it's going. Rocket thrusters on the drone fire. They move the drone into position. The drone connects to the ISS by itself. No problem. Astronauts at the ISS can steer the drone. They can use remote control. The ISS is a giant machine. It sometimes needs new parts. Astronauts have to go outside of the ISS on a spacewalk. It's a dangerous job. Today, robots like Dexter and Canadarm2 help. They can fix things. They can change parts. Now astronauts don't need to do as many spacewalks. They have more time for science. Dexter is connected to the end of the Canadarm2. These two robots unpack the Dragon on their own. Someday, human-like robots may work side by side with people in space. At the ISS, NASA is testing a prototype. It's just called the Robonaut. Its fingers bend just like yours. For now, astronauts are making sure it works in space like it does on Earth. Someday, it might do spacewalks on its own. Scientists tested Robonaut second on Earth before sending it to the ISS in 2011. What comes next? In the future, we will see all types of robots. NASA is working on robot subs and helicopters. Subs could explore the sea on Titan, Saturn's largest moon. The sub would send information back to the Earth. Helicopters could skim the skies of Mars. They would find new places to explore. Then they could guide rovers. This art shows what a view of Saturn might look like from its own moon Titan. A rover spent 2 years studying this crater on Mars. A more robotic rover might do it faster. Why should robots do more things on their own in space? New technology means rovers could do more jobs by themselves. They could act more like a person than a tool. First, 3D cameras would snap pictures of the land. Then, computers would compare the new pictures with those stored in the rover's computer. The computer would look for new rock textures or colors. When the rover finds something new, it would automatically go to that place to explore. It's faster. If a robot could decide the next step, it wouldn't have to wait for commands from Earth. Out of this world. Space is a harsh place, but some people think we could live there. We need to learn more, so we will need to keep making robots. Making these advanced robots takes many years. NASA started work on Robonaut 20 years ago. It's still just a prototype. How much longer until it's finished? No one knows. This art shows what a future probe to Jupiter's moon, Europa, could look like. And this is the end of the book. Bye bye. See you next time.